There's this quiet, nagging feeling a lot of us have that we're somehow off track in life, that we're falling behind. Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and show you why that feeling is basically a lie. I mean, you know that feeling, right? You're just scrolling through your phone and bam, there's a friend's new job, a cousin's amazing vacation, some influencer's perfect life, and that little voice in your head kicks in whispering, "What am I even doing? Why isn't that me?" If that sounds at all familiar, trust me, you are so not alone. But here's the kicker. What if I told you that entire feeling is a carefully crafted illusion? It's a lie, yeah, but it's a lie that entire systems are built to encourage. Why? Well, because there's a whole lot of money to be made from it. All right, so let's really tear this lie apart. The first thing you've got to get is that this feeling, it's not some personal failure on your part. It's a shared experience, and honestly, a lot of the time, it's completely manufactured. Here's the absolute core of it. Your life is not a race. There isn't some single finish line we're all supposed to be sprinting towards. It's a totally unique path for every single one of us, with its own twists and turns, its own timing. The second you start measuring your mile marker against someone else's, you've already lost, because you've bought into the lie. So why do we fall for this? Why does it feel so real? Well, it's not a flaw in your character. It's actually baked right into our human psychology. And it starts with a concept you've probably heard of. First up, of course, is FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's that gut punch anxiety that somewhere out there, other people are having these amazing, rewarding experiences, and you're just not. It's like this primal alarm bell screaming that you're being left out of the group. And look, this isn't some small niche feeling. The numbers on this are wild. We're talking 69% of Americans feel this. It's especially powerful online, hitting over half of all social media users. And it's totally global. Look at this, 59% of teens in Poland. It's practically an epidemic of anxiety. The other big piece of the puzzle is something called social comparison theory. Basically, it's just our natural, hardwired instinct to figure out how we're doing by looking over our shoulder to see what everyone else is up to. We are literally built to compare ourselves to others. And this slide just lays out the problem so perfectly. Back in the 1950s, when this theory first came out, you were comparing yourself to your neighbors, your coworkers, a pretty small, manageable group. Today, oh boy, today you're comparing your real, messy, behind-the-scenes life to the perfectly polished, filtered highlight reels of billions of people online. It's an impossible game. You are set up to lose from the very start. Which, of course, brings us to the big question. If we all feel so miserable doing this, who's actually benefiting? Who's cashing in on your insecurity? Well, welcome to what you might call the insecurity economy. It's a huge business. You've got social media and ad companies running the show. Their entire model is based on keeping your eyes on the screen. Then come the consumer brands, telling you their product is the magic fix for that feeling of not enough. And of course, influencers, who are selling a lifestyle that pretty much depends on you wanting what they have. Just think for a second about how these platforms are actually built. Their main goal isn't your happiness. It's to keep you on their app for as long as possible so they can show you more ads. And the algorithms are smart. They figured out that posts showing off incredible success or perfect bodies get the most engagement, even if that engagement is just pure envy. So what do? They show you more of it. It creates this vicious cycle that just fuels inadequacy and, ironically, keeps you scrolling. And boy, does it work. A full 53% of Gen Z say they feel this intense pressure to appear successful online. And that pressure doesn't just stay in the digital world. It translates directly into spending money to project an image and just try to keep up. So let's just call it what it is. That little pang of envy you feel when you're scrolling, that's not a bug. It's a feature of the system. Your insecurity has literally become their payday. And this isn't just some harmless mind game. This has real, measurable, and pretty scary consequences for our health. For instance, studies linked the rollout of Facebook on college campuses to a 7% jump in severe depression. And it doesn't stop there. A staggering 20% rise in anxiety disorders. The correlation in these studies is it's undeniable and deeply troubling. And it goes way beyond just clinical diagnoses. We're talking about physical stuff too. This constant comparison is linked to everything from poor sleep and headaches to just a general sense of distress and lower well-being. It is literally stealing our health and our joy. Okay, that was a lot of doom and gloom, I know, but here's the good news. You are not powerless in this. You can absolutely break free. You can step off this crazy hamster wheel of comparison. And here's how you can start. It all starts with a major shift in how you think. And this quote just nails it. The whole goal is to anchor your sense of self-worth to your path, your own progress, your own values, not to the curated highlights of somebody else's life. So here are 4 really practical, actionable things you can do, like today. Number 1, limit the scroll. Just be more intentional. Studies have shown that 44% of teens who cut back actually felt better. It works. Number 2, practice gratitude. Sounds a little cheesy, I know, but actively focusing on what you do have is a total game changer. 3, curate your feed. This is your digital home. If an account makes you feel bad about yourself, just unfollow. It's that simple. And finally, number 4, and this is the most important one, define your own success. Figure out what truly matters to you, not to some algorithm. So I'm going to leave you with this one last question to really think about. The next time you feel that pressure, that need to catch up, just stop and ask yourself, whose timeline am I actually living on? Is it mine? One that's built on my own values and my own dreams? Or is it theirs, one that was designed to sell me something? Because at the end of the day, that choice is all yours.